Hello dear students, today I have appeared in front of you about a class. The class about graphs and chart in class 10. The students, you know that in the question number 10 in first part, graphs and chart is one of the most important topics in your lesson. So dear students, don't waste your time. So let's go. I have showed you a model. The graph below shows that the literacy rate of Bangladesh from 1995 to 2010. Now, describe the graph in 150 words. You should highlight and summarize the information that are given below. That's like the question will be set up. So dear students, graphs and charts. When you will write down graphs and charts, at that time you will think at first that how can you write easily or comfortably. So we can get three parts. Number one, topic sentences. Number two, supporting sentences. Number three, concluding or ending sentences. Concluding sentences. So three parts: on topic sentences, supporting sentences, concluding sentences. Topic means the head part of the graph and chart, and the body part, supporting after that main part, and concluding at the last portion, last part of the graph. So dear students, it is the main thing. You see that is here two words: highlight and summarize. So highlight means the graph which has given in your question paper. At that time, highlight means the main information, and summarize, short, not elaborating. So this is the main thing: highlight and summarize within 150 words, not more than 150 words or less than, no problem. Minimum, that is, it's a bindings to you, but you have no bindings. It's the minimum. So dear students, no hesitation. So dear students, you can recall that we have various kinds of chart: pie chart, bar chart, flow chart, so various kinds. But I will show you some techniques about this graph and chart. How can you write down easily? So dear students, that means you know that these categories are given. Do you know? That's line and that's line. That means most of the time you see that here the year 1990, 2000, 2010, 2019. That's like is called horizontal. That's like is called horizontal line. That is the other name, aclinic flat. That's line. That's line is called horizontal aclinic flat. That's row. And on the other hand, that is the Bengali meaning. That is the Bengali meaning. The horizontal incline flat. That's in the year. Write down. On the other hand, maybe percentage rate or number or various kinds. That is called vertical line. Vertical line or flam. That is called vertical line by flam. Or its other name is perpendicular. Perpendicular. So that is horizontal aclinic or flat line, and on the other vertical flam, that is plumb or perpendicular. That means that is the way. So dear students, let's go another. You see that now and then, that means look at the blackboard carefully. Can you guess that what kind of thing it is? So dear students, that is in this way you can see bar graph. So what's the thing? At first you think that this is called upward trend. That is called upward trend. That is upward trend. After that, sorry to say, that is upward trend. Upward trend. Look at the whiteboard. That is upward trend. That is called up, down, up, down, up. So that is called fluctuation. That is called fluctuation. That is called fluctuation. On the other hand, that is unchangeable. Unchangeable. That is so dear students, look at that. That is fluctuation mode. That is upward trend. That means upward trend or less to highest or most. So at first you think that is it upward trend? Upward trend, or does it have fluctuation? Does it have fluctuation, or does it go less to most? Does it go less to most, or does it unchangeable? So you think that upward trend or fluctuation or less to most or unchange. So in your mind, when you get a question paper, at that time you see that the question paper, that is it fluctuation or is it upward trend or unchangeable. At first, let's go. On the other hand, I will say you, I will bar a model that's like look carefully. That means maybe 1995. After that 2000. After that 2000. After that 2002. After that 2005. After that 2010. I finished. So dear students, in that horizontal line, we have write down the year. Clear? In the horizontal line, we have written the year. Okay? And the vertical line or perpendicular line, we will write down. That means 0. 0 after 10. 10 after 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. That's like we can go. So if we think that so dear students, look at carefully. How can we write down that? So okay, 28.1, maybe you think that 28.1, maybe 29, maybe 50, maybe 45, maybe 65. So it is our thinking. So dear students, how can we write down according to this graph? So at first we think that topic sentences. Topic sentence. So at first you will read out the graph below shows that the literacy rate of Bangladesh from 1995 to 2010. That is the topic sentence. Clear? The graph below shows that the literacy rate of Bangladesh from 1995 to 2010. That is the topic sentence. No hesitation. But shows, I have indicated shows, common word. If you think that you will get good marks in the exam, you can sense the word easily. Clear? If you the eye of the teacher, at that time you can sense. But if you think that I will get good marks, not common, uncommon word, not uncommon, that is standard. So that is topic sentence. How can we start the graph? The graph, that's like the graph, if you sense that below, no below, how can the graph describe or indicates, we can use indicates, describe, that's like what we can use that. So indicates, the graph indicates that the literacy rate, that the literacy rate of Bangladesh from 1995 to 2010. That is the topic sentence, no hesitation. And is it clear? Maybe it is clear to you. That is topic sentence. After that, what have you seen in this graph? That is 1995, 2000, 2002, 2005, 2010. That is the year. So in this graph, the horizontal line, we can see that the year, and the vertical line, the rate of illiteracy. Clear? So that is rate in the vertical line. That is the sentence. After that, if you think that is increase, decrease, so we can write down increase, progress, increase, progress, raise, growth. So dear students, that is, if it goes high, so at that time we use that like this, like of word, increase, progress, raise, growth. But if demotion, that is demotion, that is decrease, down, fall, decrease, down, fall, decline, drop, that's like a word we can use. That is, so it is the main thing. On the other hand, and another thing I will discuss with you, at the time of writing graph and chart, you can use superlative form or comparative form. That is comparison of adjective and adverb. That is called, you know that at the time of transformation, we see that change into superlative, change into positive, change into comparative. And that's like, you know that at the time of superlative, we use est or est after adjective. Clear? And at the time of comparative, er, more, less. That is, so at the time of writing the graph, it is very much needed to you, superlative form, comparative form. So dear students, look at this. If you think that what's the highest percentage of literacy rate, highest percentage is 2010, 65%. Clear? What's the lowest? 28 in 1995. So it is needed superlative form. at the time of supporting sentence. Now that means at first topic sentence, after that supporting sentence. How can we write down that supporting sentences? Supporting sentences mean most of the time we can see that the year. So in, we use in before the year. In 1995, in 1996, that is the thing. So in 1995, in 1995 you will use comma, because when you change the sentence at the time of simple complex compound, at that time, in spring the cuckoo sings, that means comma, that is clause, adverbial clause. So in 1995 the literacy rate was, because it's the previous method, previous thing, previous time, ancient time. So in 1995 the literacy rate was 28.1%, maybe. That's like, but in 2000 increase, because 28, 29, so increase. So but in 2000 it was increased. It was increased. That's like, in this way you can write down that graph. So dear students, that means how can we use superlative form? Look at, in 2010 it was the highest percentage, highest, the plus superlative form, highest percentage. If you want to compare in one to another, if you want to compare at that time, that's the difference, 50, 29, that means 1, 3, 2. So that is the comparison. It was highest more than 2000, 2002 is more than, that is comparison. So dear students, you can use some adverbial clause, and that means you can memorize according to, accordingly, in the contrary, that means if the antonyms, you can use that. So it's your own opinion, no problem. Now dear students, we will go to the last portion, that means concluding section. Concluding section. In concluding sentence, ending sentence, you can use as a result, in conclusion, overall, moreover, you can use moreover, overall, at the last portion, or in conclusion. We can tell that, we can say that the graph or the rate of literacy rate in Bangladesh is in moving fluctuation, or that means it is fluctuated. In this graph we can tell that. That's like you can end the graphs and charts. It's not difficult to you. A graph and chart or flow chart you can describe according this way. So dear students, don't worry about that. If you want to succeed in your exam, if you want to get marks easily, you can practice more and more in this way. So it's not any any kinds of way of memorization. If you memorize that, you don't write this easily. At first you think that in your memory you can write frequently. So try to understand that, and you can get help from various kinds of books or from your teacher. So pray to God, keep well and stay at home in this rough situation. Thank you all.